I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, between the Laker girls, the purple and gold, all the banners, all the celebs, you better stay focused.
Ed, are you reading my mind right now? There's a reason why I'm late to the game. Those Hollywood parties, nothing better. But let's get it on the court.
No distractions here tonight. Let's do this thing. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Nets have the basketball. To Hollis Jefferson. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Hollis Jefferson. Shot from the lane won't go. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They're down 3. Screen coming. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rajon Rondo. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
The drive. Right to the basket. To Josh Hart. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. To Josh Hart. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. For 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Not that time. Dinwiddie into the front court. Looking to make something happen. 4-3. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Curling inside. And the slam.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA. And it's fun to watch.
Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Oh, he missed a short one there. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. 1 quarter down. Neither side really did.
Here we go. Stepping in for the Lakers, number 10 and number 0, Kyle Kuzma. 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Here's a chance from long range. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Subbing in for the Brooklyn.
It's good.
Let's go. Substitutions, Brooklyn. Stepping in for the Lakers, number 10.
To Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. And he can't convert the free throw. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Screen coming. Oh, had him going there for a second. Missed a wide open look. And draws the foul.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Number 10, shooting 2.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Of the year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
From long range, drains it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Deep right corner, down low to Monroe. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Monroe. JaVale McGee with the block. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Fine to shoot. Greg Monroe pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Brooklyn with the basketball. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. To Monroe. Around the perimeter. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. To Monroe. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Greg Monroe. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Beyond the arc for 3. And the Lakers have the rebound. To Josh Hart. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Nets have it, and they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the 3rd quarter. Scoreboard says it's all even. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. And they watch their halftime lead completely vanish in the 3rd quarter. What happens?
In the next team huddle, you let them know it's okay. This is a game of ebbs and flows. We need to find a way to regain our energy and get our way back in this ballgame.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. Off the iron. No good. A pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Terrific vision. Tough make through traffic.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
James into the front court. Leads 1. To Caldwell Pope. Five on the shot clock. To James. LeBron James. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To James. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's Brooklyn's ball. No good. To Ball. Nice pass to get things going.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Dinwiddie. James clears the rebound. To Caldwell Pope. Off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Nets have the basketball.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Dinwiddie against the great shot blocker Chandler. Goes to the left side. Fires the three. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
Down the lane. Shot won't fall. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Finish that. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
For 3, message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Ed Davis to Dinwiddie. For 3. Hauled in by James. Has a chance. The jumper's off the mark. LeBron James swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Can't connect from in close.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark. A good defense.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. Barring a 4-point play, this is a 2-possession game. Let's see how they decide to attack this. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Well, can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2. Los Angeles Lakers are in penalty.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Hits the late 3 at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. It's the Nets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers must be devastated after such a close loss.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
The Lakers got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Lakers. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Hey, guys.
I beg man shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, I bet you can. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, I bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, burn everybody. Bang, ting, one, money to something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my You're on the floor, I'm still holding my Got me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, I bet you can. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, I bet you can. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Still alive, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you?
The Jazz control the tap. Rubio. Greg Monroe able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Brooklyn with the basketball. To Hollis Jefferson. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Here comes the screen. 4-3. You need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game, Kyle Korver.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Russell. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Rubio. Here comes the screen. Rubio to Korver. Mitchell. Not today. Takes it coast to coast and a strong finish at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
For three, he made his first effort, but not that time. Fires the three, buries it.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down 6. Screen coming. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. Yes. Oof. Doesn't look good, so Utah's going to have to make some changes. Hope everything comes clean after the examination. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Yourself in the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Knocked loose. Nets have it. Gets to the basket and scores.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Jared Allen knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Joe Ingles. 5 seconds to shoot. Has a look. Cephalosha's shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
The drive, right to the basket. To Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Count the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Utah's got it. Rubio. To Joe Ingles. Driving right to the basket. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Here's Rubio up top. Trailing by 15. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Slams it down. And there was no stopping him that time.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
And he finishes at the rim.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is timed.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Beyond the arc for 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Allen Crabbe. Great look and vision. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Rubio into the front court. His guys down big. Off the assist.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Long heave from 3/4 court. That's the end of the period. It's been all Nets so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get...
Substitutions, Brooklyn. Substitutions, Utah.
Greg Monroe, huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Down to 5 on the 24. Shin can't connect. To Hollis Jefferson. Russell. Oh, he had him there for a second. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Here's Exum. Down a bundle. To Favors. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Jazz have the ball. Here's a chance from long range. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Russell into the front court. His guy's up by 15. Throws it up. To Russell. It goes down.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Exum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Favors to Korver. Shot from the lane won't go. Russell with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. From long range. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rudy Gobert. He's 2 for 2 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Monroe. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Utah ball. To Favors. Down to Gobert. Swings it. Fires the 3. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Russell into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Here's Exum. Under a minute to go before halftime. 4-3. Off the mark. Kyle Korver with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Gobert. Won't go. To Russell. Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Utah with the possession. Rudy Gobert with a piece. The drive right to the basket. Derek Favors tips it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello.
Who was cold?
Forget cold.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Russell with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Rudy Gobert rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Has a chance. Ricky Rubio. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. High ball, high ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Russell. Defender going for the fake. Got him out of position for the dunk.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Hollis Jefferson. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Favors. Joe Ingles. To Gobert. For 3. Good for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting it.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nets have it. And scores. Strong take.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Favors. Fires the 3. That's rebounded by the Nets. To Russell. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Russell. Beyond the arc for 3. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Joe Ingles to Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. The jumper's off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. It's Jazz ball. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Rubio over to the right side. To Rubio. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gobert. Gobert looking good, 4 for 5.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Here we go. We got him. We got him.
I got help.
To Dinwiddie. Jazz have it. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
He can't get past the defender. To Dinwiddie.
I'm in. Take him out.
Cleans the offensive glass. To Davis. Here's a chance from long range. No good. Rubio. Rudy Gobert. He's now 5 for 6.
Double team. Here we go.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay. Spencer Dinwiddie is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. 3 quarters down, and the Nets enjoy. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
You got him. I'm here.
Takes it, coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Utah's got it. To Joe Ingles from long range. Not getting the bounce. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
I know I've seen this many times. In various mixtapes. Add that one to the list, too.
New blood coming in for both sides. Here's Rubio up top. His guys down big. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Fires the 3, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Dinwiddie. 4-3. Spencer Dinwiddie. No problem. Contested. Hits the 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line, because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Thabo Cephalosha sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Kyle Korver, couple of free throws on the way. Career 88% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Entering the game for the Brooklyn Nets.
Tons of contact. Throws it down.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Rubio. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Coach is going to... Shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 23. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Rudy Gobert snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
In the last 2 minutes. Entering the game.
Knocked loose.
Number 1, Dakari Johnson.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. Goes to the left side for 3. Not going down here. Lobs it up. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Pass to the rim. Jazz have the ball. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Perfect feed to set up the basket. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Short jumper stays out. Not that time. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Wide open look won't go. It's the Nets who are victorious. They're now 2-0 in this young season. That does it. For my partner, Jay.
It wasn't surprising to see this.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.